Many activities encourage using a focal point in order to get the best results. For example, baseball players are told to keep their eye on the ball. Dancers find a spot to focus on so they don't get dizzy while executing spins. Some performers find someone or something to look at so they don't get so nervous. As a band kid, I have been given many focal points. Keep your instrument bell 10 degrees above level, that's about the top of the press box. Use your peripheral vision to look at those around you and dress the form. And for goodness sake, look at the drum major. When I was a young driver taking driver's education with Coach Arnold, I had trouble staying in my lane, especially during curves. He told me to look as far as I could at the center of my lane, and that would line me back up. Just like our body uses focal points to help us perform at our best, our life also needs a focus. Colossians 3:1 and 2 says, "If ye then be risen with Christ, seek those things which are above, where Christ sitteth on the right hand of God. Set your affection on things above, not on things on the earth." Our only true life focus is Jesus. It can be so easy to let our interests try and become our focus, but they are a different thing entirely. An interest is something that entertains us. We all have our favorite movies and shows to watch, our favorite book to read, our favorite social media site to browse through. We have hobbies, we have jobs, we have relationships, friends, and family. All of these things are important. They're great and they're fun, and enjoy them, but it becomes a problem when our priorities get out of line. Now, don't misunderstand me. I'm as guilty as anyone when it comes to spending more time doing other things. But at the end of the day, no worldly thing can be our life focus. A focus is what defines you. When Jesus is our focus, He molds us to be like Him. We are ready to do His will at any moment. We, as imperfect humans, are humbly bowed at our perfect Savior's feet. Nothing can be our life focus the way that He can. Nothing else should. There's a story of a man named Peter in Matthew 14. The disciples were fishing and encountered some rough waves. Jesus comes to them walking on the sea, and Peter asks to be allowed to meet Him. Jesus gives him the ability. Peter is able to walk on the water until he takes his eyes off of Jesus. Then he begins to sink. The same is true in our own lives. When Christ is our focus, we are centered in our relationship with Him. We grow and serve. We have peace no matter what comes around us. We know His Word and strive to live by it. But when we take our focus off Him, our lifeline is cut off. We can survive for a while, so we think. But everything is out of line. Nothing is the way that it could or should be. Nothing in this life is perfect. But with Jesus as our focus, He won't let us walk through it alone. Let's realign our focus and go through this together. God is so good. I'll see you next week.